So look at all those spices. If you could smell it, you would get this very, very aromatic, warm spice profile. And now I think the next thing, come on, see that's starting to burn, but I gotta turn down. I think this is where you hit it with a little ghee, but I see it's gonna let to burn. The onions will help to kind of stop that burning. But let's also get a little butter in there. See, this is ghee. Ta-da! It's not really ghee, but ghee is slowly browned and clarified butter. I'm just gonna get that. See, I got the heat way down with, like I said, that yogurt, the sugar in that yogurt, and some of the other stuff. The protein probably is burning just a little bit down there. I also want to be aware of what I'm supposed to do here. I think I'm supposed to do the onions. Let's take a look. Fry the onions, brown bits, scrape it up, add garlic and ginger, saute. Yep. Add crushed. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've done this one. Done this one before. So we seared our meat. Now we're kind of searing our not searing. We're I don't know, sweating and cooking our aromatics. That stuff's not going to come off. And I don't actually want it to come off because I don't want all that probably burnt-ish flavor in my sauce. Or wait, would that recreate some of what is supposed to happen in that super hot tandoor oven? I don't know. But that works as a sort of as a rationalization, doesn't it? Alright, so yeah, see, now it's starting to get pliable. You guys are gonna get sick of all of my little voices that I use when I talk to myself. Look at that dough, it's just beautiful, just gorgeous, and I should probably start cooking it pretty soon, but I also want to make my rice. In fact, let's get our rice going. So yeah, the onions are softening up. Look at that color. Get the garlic and the ginger in there in a minute. So for our rice, it's all my messy drawers. What do I have here? Let's see. Let's go back so I'm kind of keeping track of what I'm doing here. God, I'm already at 14 minutes. Authentic Basmati rice from the foothills of the Himalayas. I know how much rice my family will eat in one meal plus leftovers. But I think this meal might be different because it's going to be so damn good that they're going to want to eat it the next day. If there's even any left over. But that's 1 cup of rice. That's... Ooh, think. I got this too. Really, you're not supposed to mix rices like this. But, one thing you're going to learn is I do a lot of stuff you're not supposed to do. I just don't know if it's all going to fit in there. It's the one problem. So let's call that 1.5 cups. Which means that I need, so most white rices, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so 3 cups. 1, it's just barely gonna fit. It's gonna make a mess. One thing I'm not afraid of is a mess. Yeah, bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. But he's doing it anyway, isn't he? Yes, I am. All right, so then I did the ginger on a microplane, and I just minced the garlic with my knife. So I got the ginger and the garlic, and this is where it's going to get really fragrant. I'll turn up the heat just a little bit more. So now I'm putting that stuff in. See, there's that tandoor oven color, right? That's what we're calling it. And let's come back. What am I doing? I'm adding crushed tomatoes and chili powder and the salt. I forgot about that. So we're gonna add that. Why don't I get that ready? Chili powder, Got all my towels. I've always got a million towels. I've got little systems that I use. Salt, chili powder, tomato. How much chili powder? Probably a tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. Adjust to your spice level. Well, I'm just gonna roll with it. I think the kids will be okay with it. It's not gonna be very spicy. So this is just basic old chili powder. Alright, put that in. Let's get the crushed tomato. See, this is where it gets beautiful because it becomes, you know, on the one hand it's sort of a tomato sauce, but on the other hand it's gonna have cream in it. Stuff and the yogurt and the butter, so it's going to kind of take on a I'm just going to do this. Just going to get a little bit of that out of there. See how I do that? Just kind of get that. Yeah, that rice is going to be it's going to get messy. Alright, maybe I'm just do that thing where you take a towel and you throw it over the shoulder like a continental soldier. Yeah, baby. So, let's get that. Yeah, those onions actually did sweat up good. That's going to be the base of the sauce right there. And I think there was some salt. What was it? 1 1/4 teaspoon salt. I'll just go like this. I'm going to adjust the salt later anyway. See, I'm already making a big mess, aren't I? Nobody's ever going to watch this video this far into it. Who would sit around watching a... It's going to be like a 40-minute long video. I probably won't even be able to upload this, will I? I probably won't be able to. Who let the dogs out? Alright. Yeah, the grill's getting hot. I do have a thermometer where I could check that, but I don't feel like getting it out right now. Alright. I'm going to start cooking these soon. I don't want that rice to overflow either. Yeah, roll it out flat. Big flat. Look at that. It probably should be thinner than this. I think it's at 1/8 of an inch. But you know what? We're going to have thick flat bread, like thick naan. Even though that's not something anybody would ever want. It's really thick naan. Ah, it's nice. It's actually got yeast and baking powder in it. See, there's that weird shape that we're... At one point I said I wanted weird shapes, and now I'm getting them. I'm just not, you know... If I really wanted to do this and get it super thin, I could, but I guess I've already made the decision that I'm not. Oh, see, there's my rice. All right, so what you want to do, you can see how the rice there, lower the heat. It's definitely going to boil over. It's going to make a mess, but it's not going to make like a crazy mess. It's going to be okay. And what I do, go set your timer. Now, I've been using this for decades. 17 minutes. Let's do that. And you also, I got it at medium, but you gotta, as soon as it comes up to boil, lower it to, put it as low as it'll go. And that's gonna cook like that for 17 minutes, and it's gonna be perfect. All right, so we got this, and then I think the chicken's gonna go in there. Let's see what's supposed to happen there. Let's see what's supposed to happen here. Why is this all... I don't even... Like I said, I have no idea this is even going to work. See, now my Google thing got all messed up. Let's go back to Cafe Delights. We'll go super easy butter. Yeah, super easy. My you-know-what. No, it's not that hard. It's just a lot of steps and a lot of marinating and... This, that, and the other. Make a head option, yeah. All right, here we go. I always put the recipes at the bottom. Garlic, ginger, I did that. I crushed tomatoes, tulips. Let's say, 10 to 15 minutes, huh? All right, well, I'm going to turn that down. And you know what I'm going to do? I don't care if the recipe says to do this or not. I'm actually going to go, ta-da! And I'm going to start, let's look at that Naan. Craveitall.com with a wonderful naan recipe. We're assuming it's wonderful. I haven't actually tried it yet, but if I can get mine to come out like that, I'm going to be very happy. Very happy. Lightly greased skillet, nice and hot. Okay. Okay, so here's my little video. It's really funny because I have no idea whether this is even something that somebody's going to be able to follow. Where's, yeah, I'll get my other scraper. It's also uneven. It's hotter in the front than it is in the back. See, there's my rice making a little mess. It does say lightly greased, so let's give it like that, just very light. And then what we do, I'll show you how I do it. Take a paper towel, and then I take this. This is how I do my pancakes.